Hello, I'm Oliver and I'm here with
Kieran.
and it's World Cotton Day, the third International World Cotton Day where we celebrate all things cotton. Yes, cotton plants, cotton pants, cotton clothes, and in my pocket, due to these COVID times, I've even got my cotton soap to wash my hands with, and later on I'm looking forward to some pikelets cooked on cotton oil. But it's Cotton Day, how incredible! And can you believe it? It is 8 weeks since Kieran soiled his underpants. So we've come back here today to exhume the pants and investigate Kieran's soil biodiversity. Kieran, are you ready to do it?
I sure am.
Are you ready to do yours? I hope so. Kieran, let's get into it then. Let's get these pants up. Oh, it's exciting. What will we find? We don't know. So there's definitely a bit of grass growth on top. It's always nice. The soil's got a bit of moisture, which suggests it's been raining here in Armadale. It's been raining here in Armadale recently, Kieran?
It has. Last week we got a lot of rain.
A lot of rain. So we'd probably suggest that this has been a fairly moist time of year then, compared to normal. A bit wetter than perhaps sometimes.
Sometimes, well, certainly previous years. We've had drought for the last couple of years.
And that incredible biology then, that on the back of the drought, it's responding. We can see the grass is nice and green. How's the weather been other than, say, in terms of moisture? What's the temperatures been like here in Armadale?
When I first buried the undies, we were getting very cold nights, so it was often dropping below zero. The last few weeks, it's been a little bit warmer, so we've been getting sort of 20 degrees during the day. Oh, here we go.
Starting to see some elastic. Now remember that temperature is important because the soil biology doesn't have warm blood in it like we do, so it's relying on the temperatures around it to allow it to be active, and it needs that moisture so the enzymes, those special chemicals they produce to break down the cotton, can get from them onto the cotton, and then they can get the sugar that they're digesting it back to.
Ollie, I found an earthworm.
An earthworm! We have worms. I do like it when we find worms.
And it's on top of the undies.
I want to play with the worm. Now
I'm hoping he's just here.
Oh, there's a little one there as well.
Oh.
Another one there. Oh, we've got quite a few worms. Oh, look at that. Nice little worm.
Ooh.
So no early birds around here then. That's nice. So we've at least got some soil biology down here in Kieran's garden. At least of the earthworm variety. Now the earthworms probably can't actually eat through the pants. Their mouths probably aren't actually designed for eating cotton underpants, but nice that they're there. There's definitely moisture in this soil, which as we said is really important. Oh, starting to get towards the bottom of the pants.
I feel
Okay.
a bit like a paleontologist or an archaeologist digging up an old artifact.
Thankfully these aren't that ancient, these underpants, but it's exciting nevertheless to see how we go. Okay, you reckon it's time? So Kieran, how active is your soil Oh, it's looking pretty good so far.
We've got a lot of clay in the soil here and it's weighing down the pants a little bit, and I'm trying not to tear them as I pull them out.
Anyone that's seen me do this knows I'm a bit ham-fisted. By now I'd have just grabbed it and gone yank. But Kieran's quite right. Take your time. Get those pants back as best as you can.
So if the cotton's only half broken down, but I leave half the cotton that's left in the soil, that's going to skew our results a little bit, isn't it, Oliver?
Get around that stitching there. There you go. And certainly that would happen. We would skew our results.
Ooh,
More worms.
Lots of worms.
So if we've learned nothing else, we know that the earthworms love Kieran's pants. I wonder if you'll find any earthworms when you dig yours up. Ooh, here we go.
We got some great big holes.
We do indeed. So we have seen some that are more degraded than this in the past, but this is a pretty good start. It's looking like there's certainly been quite a fair bit of activity. I always love how the colours change in the cotton as the microbes and the fungi start to break down those cotton fibres, how they change the colour of it. Look at that! There are Kieran's soiled undies. So Kieran's biology is pretty active. Not as good as it could be, but not bad. So what do you think might have caused maybe the lack of complete degradation here, Kieran?
Well, the soil here it's right next to the house, so it probably doesn't get as much rain as other parts of the garden.
Okay.
Um,
You said it's been a bit cooler here because we've obviously had the cooler winter and into early spring weeks, so we've had a bit of cooler temperatures. What about your ground cover? What does that look like above this area where you buried them?
Well, I actually picked a spot that was going to be really easy to dig up, so there wasn't much ground cover here at all.
Okay. So the lack of plant life might suggest that maybe that there's a limited amount of nutrient or food for these microbes in this soil as well. So that could have also slowed them down a bit. What about your pH? Because that was something we asked you to investigate, wasn't it? pH. What was your pH like?
My pH was bang on neutral.
Bang on neutral.
7.
That's actually pretty much ballpark then for some nice active biology. So that's pretty good. So it's not a pH problem. It might be a slight bit of moisture, but there's definitely moisture here in this soil. We can feel it. And we know that the temperatures are maybe being part of the reason for the not complete degradation of Kieran's pants. But anyway, pretty awesome.
Yeah. Perhaps I can go out and buy another pair of pants and try it again over the summer when it's a little warmer.
That's a great idea. Now, with this pair of pants here, Kieran, what are we going to do with this pair here now?
Well, we've got our little plastic bag that the undies came in. So I'm going to fold them up.
So you've got most of the soil off them before you've done that. We've shaken all the earthworms off too, because they also don't like going in the plastic bag.
Yep. Pop them in the bag.
Pop them in the bag. Too easy. So it looks like they're going to get sent back to me so that I can photograph them and upload them to the Cotton Info map. That's always nice.
Yep. So we send everyone a reply paid envelope. So hopefully you've still got that. Pop those undies in there.
No, you can't just send that back to me quite yet, can you? Because you need this information, or we need this information.
So our data collection sheet from checkpoint number 3. We'll fold that up.
That'll tell us who you are. It'll give us the information we need to help with our processing the data we're getting from all of these underpants, and also tell us whether you put them on the Cotton Info map, whether you'd like us to do that for you. Yep. And that's all ready to come back to us in the post.
There you go.
Oh, it's beginning to feel a lot like Christmas. Awesome. Thank you very much. I hope you've enjoyed soiling your undies in our 2021 challenge, and we really look forward to getting your pants back with us at the University of New England.
See you soon.
See you soon, yeah.